You've obviously captained Ireland before in a Six Nations game. Has it been a different experience being away for an extended period of time and doing that captaincy?
A small bit, but it's something I've actually quite enjoyed. It hasn't been too daunting. I remember getting the call on the day 2 celebrations of the URC, and it didn't faze me at all, and I was sort of more just disappointed for Caelan at the time. So look, we have a great group of leaders already in this squad, so I think it's just a good chance for me to develop my own personal skills, but also sort of get a grip of the squad in a full sort of month on tour, which has been nice. So I think the prep has been good. I've enjoyed the build up to it. I think everyone's raring to go. Nice Saturday evening kickoff. Hopefully a lot of Irish in town, so a lot to be excited for.
Can you tell us a little bit more maybe about that call from Andy to tell you obviously Caelan wasn't going, you were going to be captain? Had you chatted did you have an idea that Caelan wasn't around to begin with the injury he picked up?
I knew it wasn't great, his injury, so I kind of maybe had it in the back of my head slightly that I need to be ready to go. But it was just a quick call, like it took 30 seconds we could do it, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll see you in Sydney, because he was on the flight ahead. But no, it's been perfectly fine, and it's probably trying to get away from you're thinking about it all the time. How's the group feeling? Do you need to address anything? All this sort of stuff. But this group is very well disciplined and take it extremely seriously every time they get a chance to put on this jersey. So it kind of does itself, and no trouble so far.
What are the kind of key principles that you have a team been following for the last week and a bit since you came here?
I think we wanted to hit the ground running. We're a very diligent group that preps very well, and trying to think back to the Six Nations, we hit the ground running in Portugal. We thought we had a great week's prep, and maybe we obviously didn't give the best version of ourselves on the day on that first game in France. So we need to make sure, the prep, it needs to be the same. We need to have that same feeling, and turn over all stones. But at the same time, it's sort of stripping the detail back now in the last week and making sure we're just focused on showing up properly and the sort of basics of the game, physicality, and making sure you're willing to work hard. And that's sort of been my focus on the last couple of weeks, is just making sure that the lads are switched on and not sort of overawed by detail.
You mentioned how you didn't really hit the ground running at the start of the Six Nations, and it was a slow start, but by the end you were back to playing some brilliant rugby. How confident are you that you can pick up where you left off at the end of March?
Yeah, exactly. It's probably been a theme in a few campaigns now where we've had a slow start and built nicely through it. So a big focus has been on making sure we continue that form from the end of the Six Nations. And I think we've got the tone of the week right. Obviously, we have to wait and see tomorrow, but I'm fizzing to go, and my head feels pretty clear and free, which is the way you want to be as a player these days. So hopefully all good.
And just finally for me, it's expected to be a sold-out game tomorrow. I think around 45,000 capacity. Obviously, it's an away game for Ireland, but there's a pretty decent Irish population in Australia and in Sydney. Are you expecting to see a good deal of green around the stadium tomorrow?
Yeah, I hope so. I think most of the squad have friends, family out here, and it's been nice sort of catching up with them over the last few days. And they're all excited. Hard to find tickets. Everyone's asking you, and you can't get them. And there really feels like a proper World Cup away day sort of feel to it. And hopefully it is the late kickoff. Hopefully everyone's having a great day and shows up in green. And sometimes the travelling support can be even better than at home. So hopefully, we've been talking about it all week, making sure we put on a show for a lot of Irish fans who've got up in the middle of the night to watch us a lot of times. And it's brilliant to be sort of down here now and be able to put on a show for them, hopefully.